Cocoon is... Okay, I'm not gonna say it like the title, but I will say Cocoon is cool. This game, the first by new studio Geometric Interactive, should not be mistaken as the effort of a newcomer. Its lead designer is Jeppe Carlsen, the Danish game developer behind the brilliant Inside and Limbo, and its quality is immediately apparent from boot up. The menu screen leads seamlessly into the game, where our little bug protagonist is live birthed out of what I can only assume is a cocoon. Gross. And you're given free reign of the controls. This is a cryptic game that teaches in small, manageable chunks without a word of dialogue or even a single pop-up to explain the controls. Don't worry, they're quite simple. Move with the joystick or use the action button. That's it. Or is it? Quickly you'll learn the environment can change around you, and that you can change it too. Spheres can do this pulling thing, your wings can do this activating thing, and suddenly the world and its possibilities begin to emerge and unfurl before you. Like the best puzzlers, the game teaches you a few rules then combines them in ways that will make your head spin. But if you played a lot of games, puzzle games and adventure games like Zelda especially, you'll recognize the grammar of these puzzles pretty quickly. I saw this door and knew pretty much immediately I would have to find something to open it. I was right. Then I saw this dude and thought, maybe I'll see them again later. And yeah, I did. I guess it's nice to know my gamer sense is honed for this kind of thing, but sometimes the game can feel like it's showing its hand a little too often. This is a small criticism I have. Here's another. The game feels like it assumes some things about the player. Take this first boss battle. Here I guess I'm supposed to feel the thrill of battle and fear for my life, and it's kind of happening. But the real question is whether or not these emotions are really earned. I mean, who is this little winged guy, and why should I care if this big beetle fella crushes me? Cocoon does not make an effort to introduce our main character, and because of this, the stakes are somewhat ambiguous. I recognize this type of cryptic, environment-based storytelling from the Souls series, and more recently from games like Hollow Knight or Tunic, but even in those games, cryptic as they are, we are given more to chew on from the jump. In Dark Souls, you create your character, you choose your class, and you name them. You have a vested interest in the fate of that character. Even in, say, Mario games, a series famous for its lack of story, we are given the stakes early on. Bowser captures Princess Peach, and we rescue her. The point is, characterization matters. We could use a little bit of front-loaded storytelling to let us know who we are, why we are traveling this alien world, and what forces oppose us. Okay, rant over. Cocoon is a good game that I enjoyed. It's very cool. But is it more than cool? Is there more to this finely wrapped cocoon than its glossy insectoid exterior? Yeah. Cocoon is better than cool and better than good. It's excellent. It's a wondrous, devious, mind-bendingly beautiful game that had me enthralled from start to finish. This is a game that knows exactly what it wants to do and delivers on that mission decisively. Sure, we don't know who the bug guy is, but we know he's alone in an unfamiliar world, and we know, because of this, we want to help him. The music, so eerie and dynamic, really helps set the mood of isolation, tinged by a sort of quiet curiosity. It ranges from low pulsing synths to broad waves of dark electronica, guiding you by becoming louder and more intense as you proceed through the game's gauntlet of puzzles. It looks amazing too. This is a game with an obsession for material and texture, where motifs of industry and stone collide with a sort of pseudo-organic sci-fi feel. There are tubes and vasculature and flat, chipped fixtures of shale-like material. There's glossy, slimy, gooey stuff and sheer surfaces of matte porcelain. I noticed early on a feeling that was missing from this game. I'll describe it as the chemical rush. The game doesn't engage the brain's reward system the way so many modern games do. You don't watch your character level up, you don't get awarded little cosmetics and costumes, there are no randomized chests full of goodies. This is, at its heart, a puzzle game, and the reward is the feeling of accomplishment you get from cracking the tough shell of every deviously devised problem. These puzzles are not pedestrian either. This is a Russian doll game, where worlds are contained within worlds, solutions contained within the logic of the problems themselves. I adored solving these puzzles, even if a few of them were presented a little too obtusely, a little too early on. When you get to this part, let me know if you figured it out quickly, because if you did, I am jealous. So no, Cocoon is not perfect. Some puzzles are obtuse where clarity is needed. I played on Switch and I can say the frame rate was in many cases not ideal. It lacks characterization and relies on tropes of environmental storytelling a little too much for my taste. But Cocoon doesn't need to be perfect to be a great game. It's beautiful and unique, a work of passion that, like its name suggests, contains multitudes. And that's enough for me.